Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Brianna Janae here. If you are a new subscriber, make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. Also turn on my post notifications so you're notified when I post a video first. Sorry my air just came on. My bad guys, it's been a minute since I filmed. Yeah guys, what's up? Welcome back. It feels so good to be filming again because your girl just had a baby, as you guys know. So I have not been able to film for a while. Oh, sorry about my mom boobs, guys. Like, these things have a mind of their own. I'm like, my god, like I wanted like a boob job, but I didn't want like no triple F's or whatever. Like, but I just had a baby who's over here sleeping at the moment. His name is Noah. So yes guys, Landon is officially big brother. Yeah, but I'm super excited. I haven't been filming because it took me a little minute to get back into the routine of like having two kids or whatever, but your girl is back and I wanted to do my labor and delivery story, tell you guys what happened, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do today. But before we jump into that video, make sure you guys follow all my social medias. I'm gonna have them linked down below. And hold on, second baby's coming in. Baby, I'm filming. Shh, I'm filming. Yeah, I will have them linked down below. Make sure you guys go ahead and give those a follow. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into it. So if you guys followed my last vlog, then y'all know like your girl was going freaking through it when it was time to have him, because first of all, he was due on the 22nd of April, but I had a scheduled C-section on the 17th. I'm sorry, on the 15th of April, but he was trying to come out and it was like a week before the first. So it was like the 25th, March 25th, and he was already ready to come out. So that's when everything like kind of went crazy. Yeah, so I went to the doctor the week of the 25th. So it was like a couple days before that. Went to the doctor. I was 35 weeks pregnant when I went to the doctor, and she was like, you know, everything good? Like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. Which my doctor, who I love, by the way, yeah, I was like, no, everything's good. I just been contracting like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, she had told us, she was like, at 36 weeks, if you're dilating, if you're anything, like, we will go ahead and have this, we'll go ahead and, you know, have the baby. Like, I'll just go ahead and induce the C-section or whatever, however you say it. So in my mind, I'm kind of like, you know what, like, I'm tired of being pregnant, so like I'm gonna start walking, I'm gonna start doing what I gotta do, like, to have this baby, because like I'm tired of being pregnant. I want him here already. Mind you, I was on bed rest because, you know, I was having contractions and stuff, but at 36 weeks she was like his lungs are gonna be good, like babies are good at 36 weeks. So I'm just like, boom, bet. Me and my husband are like, okay, so at 36 weeks we can go ahead and have this baby. So we started walking like a lot, even though I was not supposed to. I was on bed rest, okay? I was like, I am so done being pregnant. Like, I'm in pain, I'm hurting every day. So if 36 weeks is like the date that we can start trying to get him out, then that's what we're gonna do. So we did everything, y'all. I'm talking about walking, going to the outlet mall, going to the regular mall, like just walking 24/7, and this kid would not come. Like, I would get contractions, but like he would not want to come out, and I'd be like, oh my god, because with my son Landon, I literally walked I walked for like 3-4 hours, and then he was ready to come out. So I'm like, which everyone's like, all babies are different. I'm like, I know, but I'm just saying, if it worked before, then my body should do it again, right? No, not the case. So we walked, nothing happened. Another week goes by, I'm at week 36. I'm like, I'm gonna keep walking, like I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I gotta go to the doctor. No, I was getting ready to be, yeah, I was about to be 36 weeks. So I was 36 weeks exactly. We're walking the mall and I'm good, like totally good. Mind you, I haven't really ate anything. I think, like, let me tell y'all about my day or whatever. Like, I had literally had taquitos for breakfast, which was like 2 of them. So I had that, and then we picked my son up from school, and then we walked the mall. Y'all, I was totally fine. And then after that, I had after that we went to Chili's, and as soon as we got to Chili's, y'all, like my stomach hurt so bad, like the sharpest pain, like right here under like my freaking ribs, like it was just like so painful, like I could not even eat. Like my husband was like, are you okay? Is it a contraction? I was like, I don't think it's a contraction, like to be quite honest with you. Like I feel like I gotta, like, you know, like I gotta shit or whatever, like I gotta go to the bathroom. My husband's just like, and at this time I had taken like Imodium, which is like my shit when it comes when it's like my thing when it comes to me having oh god, these girls, it's like my freaking go-to when I'm having like a stomach ache. So yeah, I was like, I just want to go home. I want to have like Imodium, like I'll be fine. boom. So like we couldn't even eat, like the poor. So funny story, the girl came and like took our order and stuff, and like literally got the drinks, and then took our order for our food, and I was like, you have to get it to go, like I can't, like I need to go sit in the car, like I can't do it. And like my husband said, like when I went to go sit in the car, she came back and he was like, can we get the check? Like she didn't even like order, like get to like wine and dine us or whatever, because I was like, I gotta go, like my stomach hurts, I cannot sit here no more. And that she kind of looked like what the did I do? And it's like, no girl, you didn't do anything, it's just mama was sick. Okay, so yeah, my husband, we ended up staying for like 10 minutes. My husband got everything to go. They rushed ordered it and got it to go. And literally we go home and like my stomach's hurting, like I'm sitting, TMI, I'm sitting on the toilet like trying to go, and like it just was not working at all. Like I took some Imodium, like that kind of subsided a little bit, but it was the worst pain. Like I even laid down and I was just like sitting there like rocking back and forth. My husband was like rubbing my back, like rubbing my head, like trying to just be like, are you good? Like, do you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital because they're just going to send us home. Like that's what happened with my son. I thought I was having the baby like 3 times and they were like, no, go home, no, go home. So I was like, I'm not going to go to the hospital if they're going to freaking send me home. No. So after that, like I want to say a good 2 hours passed by. I ended up like calming myself down and then falling asleep to take a nap. And then when I woke up, like contractions, it turned out to be, but it totally went away, so I was fine. And the next day, my husband ended up, he was going to work, but like coming home after just to check on me because, you know, bed rest or whatever. And he texted me and he's just like, are you feeling okay? And I was like, no, I'm still feeling like some sharp little pains. They're kind of strong, but like I'll get through it because like I'm a bad bitch. Like what? Like I don't need to go to the hospital. Like I have a high pain tolerance. Like, you know? So yeah, like it was sharp pains and like it hurt. But like my husband was texting me and was like, so like I'm gonna come home like after I get Landon. Yeah, it was like sharp pains, and like my husband was like, yeah, after I get Landon, like do you want me to come there and take you to the hospital? And I'm just like, I don't feel no pain, I'm good, I could get through it. Like I had a whole baby before this, like I could take some damn contractions. Well, no, that shit started hurting even more, and I was like, you know what, like come home and I'll go to the hospital. If they send me home though, I will not come back unless my water breaks. I told my husband this. So yeah, he ends up coming home, taking me to the hospital, and they check me because I'm still contracting. They're like, all right, you're having contractions like every 5 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and keep monitoring you. And let me just check you real quick, which ladies, y'all know when you have to get your freaking cervix checked to see if you're dilating, that shit hurts. They are like up there, like they're up there, y'all, and that shit freaking hurts. So she checked me and she was like, yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and stay overnight because it's been like 2 hours, and when you came in you were not dilated at all, and now you're at 1 centimeter. So that means like this baby's trying to come, obviously, and then you're having contractions every 5 minutes, so you're gonna go ahead and spend the night. So I'm just like, okay. My husband's getting all excited. He's like, yep, we're gonna have him today. I told you we finna have him today. I'm like, we're not gonna have him today. Like I already know, like yeah, it's progressing, but it's not gonna happen, you know. So we end up checking me into the hospital, get these IVs in my arm, like y'all, I'm getting poked, prodded for blood, like everything. So now I'm kind of like, okay, well, like hold up, like are we gonna have this baby today? Like now I'm starting to be like, okay, babe, maybe you're right. But then another part of me was like, no, it's not gonna happen. Like we're getting our hopes up, it's not gonna happen. So I call my mom and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm at the hospital, like they're gonna keep me overnight. Can dad come get, or Larry will go take Landon so that way, you know, we can get him ready for school and then, you know, get him all settled, because regardless I was gonna spend the night. So she's like, okay, you think we're gonna have him today? I'm like, no. My husband's like, yeah, mom, we're gonna have him. I'm like, we're totally not gonna have him. So this is where things like start getting crazy. So then they come back and they check me again. They call my doctor and they're like, okay, yeah, she's gonna come and check you in a couple hours, which took forever. I love my doctor, but it literally took forever because someone decided to go ahead and have their baby, and I had to wait. Like, girl, like I need to get checked out. Like, you just want to have your baby right now? Like, can I have the spotlight for a little bit? Like, come on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. But yeah, someone ended up having their baby, so I had to wait like extra hours. She was supposed to get there at 5. She didn't get there till like 8, almost 9 to come and check me. So yeah, my doctor gets there, she checks me, and she's like, okay, you're like 1.5 centimeters, right? 1.5 centimeters. So you're like really progressing. So she's like, you know what? I want to keep you a few more hours, and if you progress any further, or your water breaks, or you keep contracting every 5 minutes, we're doing the C-section in the morning. Like, it's gonna happen. Or we're gonna do the C-section tomorrow, which would have been the 26th of March. So mind you, I was only 36 weeks exactly, and they were like, okay. So I'm just thinking like, all right, boom, bet. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Then the nurse, who I love by the way, 'cause she's a Steelers fan too, she was like, yeah, you know, I mean, we kind of don't want to do it because like we have concerns about his lungs, and 36 weeks their lungs aren't fully developed. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like, hold on, I did all this walking trying to get this baby out, and I was told that 36 weeks their lungs are fully developed. Like, whoa, like now you're freaking me out. Like, she's like, you know, it just depends on the baby. Like, we've had 40 weekers who have issues, we've had 36 weekers who have issues. It depends on the baby. So now I'm like, hold on, if it's not safe for him to come out, then no, like we're not gonna do this. She's like, of course, if your water breaks or you progress any further, then we have to go ahead and do it. So basically I'm still kind of excited because she's like, you know, it's just rare, it doesn't, you know, it's whatever. So I'm like, okay, I've been poked prodded. Like at this point I haven't ate in hours. Like I was so hungry, so I was like, you know, okay, boom. So the next morning rolls around. I tried to sleep because I was so damn hungry, and the next morning rolls around, she comes in, she checks me, she's like, okay, you haven't progressed any further. And I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm getting pissed because I'm hungry and I can't eat. She's like, no, you haven't progressed, but we're looking at the monitor and you're still having contractions every 5 minutes, like every 3 to 5 minutes. So let me call your doctor, see what she wants to do. So I'm like, okay, they're gonna send me home. Like I'm telling my husband, like they're gonna send me home, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So she comes back after like an hour and she's like, okay, well, I have some news. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, I'm like gonna go home. You're discharging me. Like, I know that's gonna be the news. She's like, so we're gonna go ahead and do the C-section today because, yeah, you're having contractions every 3 to 5 minutes. And, yeah, it's gonna happen today around 6 o'clock p.m. And I'm like, in shock. Like, and my husband had left to go take our son to school. So I'm getting all of this news by myself. And I'm just like, okay. And she's like, are you okay? Like, are you comfortable with that? Like, you know, Landon, stop because I can hear you in the background. She's like, yeah, are you okay? Are you comfortable with that? Like, it has to happen. You know, you're having these contractions. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just worried about his lungs because now you got me freaking out. And I don't know if he's going to be okay. And she's like, no, it's totally going to be fine. But we're going to give you this other medicine for your stomach pain. I can give you medicine now. And I'm just like, boom, bet, yes. Wrong. I should have never took that medicine. Well, no, it turned out to be a good thing, so I take that back. Taking that medicine, I ended up like feeling good, like my freaking stomach pain was gone. So I was like, bet I can finally get some sleep. So I slept for a few hours. Little did I know that that medicine completely stopped my contractions. Like they just stopped. Like he was good. He was like, you know what, mom, like you took this medicine, like you want to feel good, you know what, I'll feel good chilling in here a little bit longer, you know. So she comes back in to check on me. I'm awake at this point, and she's like, well, it looks like the medicine completely is stopping your contractions. That's a good thing, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, great. Like, I don't want to feel contractions, but what time is the C-section at, though? Like, y'all told me I was getting the C-section. You're going to give me this damn C-section before I knock all this shit over in here. Like, that's how I was feeling. She's like, no, I don't think we have to do it anymore because your contractions stop, but let me call your doctor and check. And I'm just like fuming, y'all. Like I've been here, I have not ate in 24 hours, y'all gonna give me this damn. So I'm just like, okay, she's gonna call my doctor. So y'all, she comes back like an hour later and she's like, so it looks like we're gonna go ahead and probably discharge you because your contractions have stopped, but your doctor wants to come in and double check you just in case. Mind you, I have been here 24 hours going on almost 48 hours and I'm starving. I need to eat. I'm pissed off. I've been poked, prodded. I've been told that I'm gonna have my baby, and now you're trying to take it away from me. Like what? Like I was like, I'm gonna get up and fight you. Like I like you, but I'm gonna fight you. Like why would you give me this medicine then? Like, so yeah. I'm like, well, is she gonna come right now? Because like I'm hungry and I want to know if I can eat. She's like, well, you can't eat until the doctor checks you. Y'all, it was literally like 8 o'clock in the morning when this happened. My doctor did not get there until like 5. So I didn't even get to eat anything but ice chips, which were bomb as fuck, by the way, let me tell you. So yeah, my doctor ends up getting there and she checks me. She's like, nope, no progression. Like, that's good. Like, we want to keep him in as long as we can for his lungs. You're 36 weeks in 1 day. And she's like, but I can tell you right now that you've been having like difficulties. So if you and your husband want me to do it, I'll do it. Like, we'll take him out today still at 6 p.m. But there is a huge risk that he could end up in the NICU. So I'm like, really, lady? Like, really, doctor? Like, you know what I'm gonna say. So I'm looking at my husband like, what do you want to do? He's like, I don't know what you want to do. And I'm like, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like, are you not a parent too? Like, you have a decision to make. He's like, really though? Like, it was not my decision, it's your decision. But I was like, I know, but I just want to make you feel included in the decision, but it's really up to me. But I was like, you know what, we need to call my dad because he's a level-headed one. He will tell us what to do in this situation. So we call my dad And I'm like, Dad, you know, they're saying they can do the C-section, or we can wait and try to keep him in as long as possible, at least another week, because health risks or whatever. So what should I do? It's actually really funny because my dad was like, so you could do the C-section today and risk health issues, or you can keep Noah in as long as you can, at least another week, and he'll be healthy when you give birth. But you're miserable being pregnant and you want him out. I was like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, listen to what I just said again. It's either keep him in for his health and you'll just be miserable at least another week, or take him out right now and risk him being in the NICU and health issues. I said, so we should just keep him in, right? He's like, yeah, Janae, yeah. You could be miserable being pregnant another week so my grandson could be healthy. Like, obviously take the healthier option, which of course I was not gonna have the C-section, you guys. Like, I know you guys are like, really? You were considering it? No, I really wasn't, but I just needed someone like my dad. I'm telling y'all, he's a level-headed one in the family. I needed him to just reassure me that that was the right decision, even though it was the right decision. That makes any sense. So yeah, she ends up coming in. She's like, were you talking to your dad? I was like, yeah. She's like, what did he say? I was like, he said for me to go home and keep baby in until like at least another week, or if not longer, so he can be healthy. And she's like, good answer, because like I said, you know, it's just health issues. You don't want to risk that. So I was just like, yeah. So they ended up being like, all right, so you're gonna go home. Mind you, I'm pissed as hell. I'm putting a smile on. I'm like, yeah. I really want to fight you right now. Like, I just wasted my damn time. This is why I told my husband I didn't want to come to the hospital, but he was adamant on me coming. Yeah, so they ended up discharging me, and I told my husband, I was like, I'm not coming back to this hospital unless my freaking water breaks. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not doing it. We ended up going home, and everyone's like, okay, you're probably going to have him, like, the next week or whatever. Like, my dad was adamant. He's like, you're probably going to have him April 1st. Like, I was like, no, I think it's going to be, like, either like a couple days from where we were at. My husband's like, no, it's gonna be on your birthday, which is April 6th. We go home. I'm just like, oh, so over it. But the next day comes along, and I went to use the restroom, and literally I still was contracting, but it wasn't like too bad. No, it was actually pretty bad, but it was like bearable. You know, because I'm a bad bitch, I can take pain. So yeah, I went to the bathroom, and yeah, I wiped, and then I was like, what the is this slimy stuff that came out of me? Like, what is that? And it was my mucus plug. So I'm just like, okay, like, whoa. I went home and stuff is still progressing, but I googled it, and then it was like, yeah, your mucus plug, when it comes out, it can mean labor is either like a couple hours away or a couple days away. So I was like, okay, that really doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't know if I'm in labor, I'm still contracting. So basically the next couple days, this was a Monday when no, they released me on Tuesday. So this whole week, I'm like, I'm still gonna walk, I'm still gonna do what I have to do, as long as I make it to at least 37 weeks, which is like the ideal date. So yeah, I'm like, okay, bet, like, I just gotta get through the next couple days. I also had to go back and see my doctor for my 37-week checkup that Monday, which was April 1st. So I was like, okay, cool, like, it is what it is, here we go, like, it's, you know, it's gonna happen. So I'm still walking, still having contractions throughout the week, but nothing's happening besides my mucus plug coming out. So we get all the way to freaking Monday, and I go to the doctor, and you know, at this point it was crazy because I had been having contractions, and I always told them that, but I was completely fine. Like, I didn't feel any pain, I didn't feel anything. So when I went to get my blood pressure checked and pee in the cup, y'all know what you guys have to do at the doctor, ladies, anyway. And she's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. She's taking my blood pressure, and she's like, oh, okay. And she takes my blood pressure. She's like, okay, you can go to the room. We're gonna check on your baby. I'm like, okay. Mind you, they had made me wait forever for the doctor to come in the room. Well, finally, my doctor and the other doctor that works there comes into the room, and she's like, all right, well, yeah, let's go ahead and get you packed up. We are gonna go ahead and send you over to the hospital, and you're gonna have a baby. Blood pressure is high, and it was your blood pressure. You were contracting. She's like, he wants out. You're 37 weeks. Lungs are good. We're gonna go ahead and have this baby today. So get everything together. And I had Lana with me. She's like, make sure you guys get him squared away and get to the hospital by 5 o'clock because your C-section is at 8. I'm like, what? Like, hold on. Like, I was feeling good today. Like, I have no contractions or nothing. Like, and I'm gonna have the baby. So basically they're like, okay, go get your stuff together. So I'm just like excited. So I call my mom, dad, like, boom, it's happening. Like, no, for real, it's happening this time. Like, my blood pressure was high, so they want to have the baby. So yeah, we get Landon squared away with my dad. He's like, good luck, I love you. My mom's like, I love you. Like, Oh, and my mom couldn't be there for this one because for some reason this hospital is kind of smaller, so they can only have one person in the OR with you. And since I was having a C-section, obviously my husband's gonna be in there. So my mom's like, yeah, I love you. Everyone's like, I love you. Good luck. You're gonna be fine. You're totally gonna do this. I'm freaking out because I don't want to be numb. Like, that's my biggest fear, is going under anesthesia and being numb and not getting my feeling back in my leg. So that was a freak out for me. But we ended up getting there, getting checked in, get IVs again. I'm like, if y'all take this from me, I'm really literally gonna knock all this shit over in here, because I ain't getting poked and prodded again for no reason. But no, it was really the time. So basically it was supposed to be at 8, and then they come in, they're like, your doctor got caught up with something, it's gonna be closer to 9. I'm just like, oh my god, I already got myself hyped up to be numb and I'm gonna be okay. Like, just can I just have my baby? Like, what the Lord, can I have my baby? So basically after that, they're prepping me, doing everything. You guys know what they have to do. Like, they're taking me back to the OR, and it's time for me to be numb, which I had to like hold on to the girl because it was a spinal tap. Normally I just had an epidural. But yeah, I had to hold on to her. They could not find the freaking pressure point or whatever it is in my back. So my doctor ended up having to stand in front of me. I hugged her and she was so good. She was like talking to me about other stuff to like take my mind off of it, and like, how's your son doing? Is he excited? Blah, blah, blah. And then boom, they found it really, really quick. And then like, next thing you know, she started pushing that medicine in, girl. The anesthesiologist, she was super cool also. And I was just like, my legs, I was like, they're gone. She was like, what? I was like, I can't feel them. Like, I'm good. So they ended up picking my legs up, y'all. Literally, like, there's guy nurses in there that have to do stuff. I'm like, you know what? I don't even know you guys. And like, literally, like, they have to do spread eagle like this and put the catheter in. So I'm just like, y'all, everybody that I don't even know, like, hey, hi, like, what's your name? Oh, Alex. Hey, Alex, like, I don't know you. I just met you like 2 minutes ago, but you want to see my whole freaking vaginal area? Because that's what's gonna happen. And y'all, literally, it's like, I mean, you're not thinking about it in the moment, but when it's like after it happened, I'm like, oh my god. Like, now when I see you like in the halls, like when they have to help me walk and like, or I have to walk up out of here, I gotta be like, hey Alex, like, we on a whole nother level of cool. Like, you done seen everything. So yeah, it's like actually embarrassing, like, think about it, but they're not thinking about that. It's their freaking job. But yeah, I was just like, all right, we're doing this. So they like, yeah, put the catheter in, and then they ended up calling my husband in the room, and then they're like, all right, we're finna start. And so I'm just like telling my husband, like, can you talk to me? Like, can we talk about something? Because like, I'm hella numb and this is freaking me out. So we ended up talking, like, they were talking about like, oh, I just got back from Cancun, and I'm like, shit, looking at my husband like, I just had to do this twice for you. Can you take me to Cancun? Like, but yeah, they're just like, they start, like, literally, I don't really feel anything. I mean, I can feel some tugging a little bit, but I'm just like, it's gonna be okay. Like, just breathe. Like, just keep talking to me, babe, because, like, I need to not freak out. So, yeah, they're talking to me, and this was literally so quick. Like, I want to say they got him out in, like, maybe 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I'm just like, did they start? Like, what's going on? Like, my husband's like, yeah, they're starting. Like, he's almost out. And then, boom, like, another couple minutes pass by, and they're just like, okay, my husband's like, he's out. Like, he's out. Let me take, because I couldn't get up to look. But they didn't bring him to me right away. Because but my husband took a picture and showed me, and I was just like, oh my god, he has hair. Because like, I don't know why that's a thing for me. Like, with my son, instead of like being like, is he healthy? Does he have 10 fingers? Does he have 10 toes? I was like, does he have some hair? You know what I'm saying? But I did the same thing with Noah, and he looked just like my son when he came out. It was crazy. But they didn't bring him to me right away because he had swallowed some amniotic fluid. I didn't know that right away because I guess my husband didn't want to like freak me out. So they ended up taking him to just, you know, make sure he's good, because his oxygen levels were a little low because he swallowed the amniotic fluid. But yeah, so they ended up doing that, taking him for literally, y'all, like I didn't see my son again for like a good 45 minutes to an hour, because they're like, we have to keep him in the nursery to monitor and make sure his breathing's good because he swallowed some amniotic fluid. I mean, luckily, in a sense, I didn't worry too much because my husband was back and forth with him, and then I was so drugged up. I was just like, you know, talking to my husband crazy, like, babe, I know, like, my body's probably looking crazy. It's my second baby. You ain't finna be attracted to me no more. Like, I know it's okay. Like, you're gonna divorce me. I don't remember any of this, okay, but he's telling me that this is what I said, and I'm just like, really? Like, I was saying that? But he's like, yeah, you need to go to sleep. So they ended up putting me back into my recovery room, or I was at recovery for like an hour. Then they put me into my recovery room. I fell asleep, and then like they woke me up because they brought Noah in, and he had to latch and, you know, get on the boob and all that stuff. And, you know, he ended up being completely healthy, which was, and, you know, they brought him in. They wanted me to breastfeed so he can latch. They said he was completely healthy. They came in, everything was good with him. I loved him. Like, literally, you can see in my previous vlog, which I will link down below, which was my labor and delivery vlog. This is the story. And yeah, they were like, he's completely healthy. He swallowed a little bit of amniotic fluid, but his oxygen levels are completely up. Like, you're good to go, girl. I was numb for, I want to say maybe like 3 to 6 hours. I can't really remember, y'all, because I was really, really, really drugged up. But yeah, I ended up getting my feeling back, thank God, which they had like those little pressure things that they put on. If ladies, if you had a C-section, you know what I'm talking about. Those things feel so good, like, because they like contract and massage your legs and keep like your legs warm so you don't get a blood clot. And yeah, so after a few hours, I was up and walking like right away. Like, they were like, are you sure you don't want no? I'm like, I'm good, girl. Like, just let me go to the bathroom, take the catheter out. Like you are doing so good, like, most of the time. And then the second one, second C-section at that, like, we get moms that are like miserable to deal with. I was like, no, because one, I hate hospitals, so I was ready to get up out of there. I was like, I have to stay here 48 hours. Y'all are not gonna keep me, like, unless it has to do with my baby. But he was good. And yeah, I was up and walking. My family came to visit. And I'm sorry, Betty. Yeah, so it was, but anyways, it was a really, really good experience. I love the hospital. When I do decide to have my third and final baby, because I'm done after 3, I'm gonna try for a girl, but I swear, y'all, if it's a boy, I'm done. I will just have 3 boys and be done, but I will be going back to the hospital. I love my doctor. I'm gonna start birth control soon, because my body needs a break. Like, no more babies for me. So yeah, I go to start my birth control really soon because it's not happening, but I'm healing well. I feel really good. And I was feeling good. I'm feeling good now. I am almost sick. I am 4 weeks out from having the baby. At my 6-week mark, which I already got cleared to like start doing arms and stuff, but I want to be cleared to like fully work out because your girl still has like, you know, some insecurities. But yeah, I'm feeling really good every day. You know, it's a process getting used to 2 kids, especially when you have like a 4-year-old who's kind of independent, and then you go back to having a newborn who needs you all the time. So it's a little, you know, a little hard to balance both my time equally, but I've been doing a really good job at it. And, you know, I just love him, you guys. And I'm not going to show him in this video because, you know, I just kind of want to wait a little bit. And my 6-week postpartum is when I will, of how baby Noah was born. And yeah, that was it, guys. Before I do close out this video though, make sure you guys give this video a huge thumbs up and stay tuned for more videos that are coming. And also check my labor and delivery vlog, which I have linked down below, and follow all my social medias, guys. I'm trying to really grow. I want the family to grow. I want us all to just, you know, grow together. So make sure you guys follow those. And yeah, that's gonna bring this video to an end, but I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.